A man who doesn't meet God will always win in life. That is a man who has discovered freedom. Freedom to fly and soar to the heights of the mountains, to the top of the mountains, where mere men only dream about. It's a different experience because you are set aside. Because the moment you have mastered not to meet God, or you don't even care about meet God, you are operating from the realm of abundance. There's something most men don't understand. Women are just like cats. They have to choose you. It's not you choosing them because it might look on paper like you're the one choosing them. But when you are dealing with them, they are the ones who choose you. Because when a woman decides to stay with you, she has made up her mind. It is symbolism of submission, of staying under your frame. Then biblically, staying under your authority. That is what it means when she chooses you. And that's why, that's enough reason for you to know that you don't even have to meet God. If there is any opposition, a woman should shut it down herself, not you as the man. Nah, that's not what a man of abundance does. He doesn't shut, and he's not the one in charge of shutting the opposition off. No, the woman does that. In this context, the woman does that because he is operating from a place of abundance. He's operating from a place of abundance. He is not possessive of the woman who has decided to subject herself to his frame. He's not possessive in any manner, because once you start negating, you become possessive, and it can lead to a form of domineering habits that he would exhibit. And that's not what we want. We want to be men with full sacks that are operating from a realm of abundance. That even though it's one woman, two women, multiple women, we will exude that energy of abundance. We are not interested in meat garden. We are interested in the purpose of our lives, in becoming who God wants us to be, divinity wants us to be. That's what we are concerned about, not about women, not about meat garden. That's very feminine. In that regard, women should be the one doing the meat garden. The man should operate from a place of abundance. And that is how it's supposed to be. Because the moment you see a man who starts to meet God, he's drifting from his main assignment. He's drifting away from it. Kings don't act that way. Nah. There's a level you would get to in your spirituality, in your walk with God. You don't need to. Because when you operate from a place of abundance, the woman will feel it, and she would make that decision whether to stay or not. At the end of the day, it's the woman that will make the decision whether to stay or not. But if she has decided to stay under your frame or authority, she has to live by the codes and what it entails. And she has to know that she has to cut off every form of connection with the outside world. She has to insulate herself in your frame. Any outward approach or people trying to shoot their shots on her, she has to be the one to shut it off. Because if a woman really wants to cheat, she would cheat. If she wants to be if she doesn't want to be loyal, it is easy. That's one thing I've come to realize. you can't pin a woman down. You can't. She has to come to that reality or consciousness for her to decide that she doesn't want to play outside the field. She wants to stay in your frame. Until a woman comes to that realization, you are dealing with a girl, you're dealing with a child, a small girl. You're not dealing with a woman who has transcended, a girl who has transcended to understanding what commitment means, what relationships means in its purest form. Because if you are dealing with such a person that doesn't even understand what it means to be committed to someone, she will still play the field. Boy, she will still play the field. You can't tie a woman down. Especially in this dispensation, it's even harder. You can't. So that's why you must live in the realm of abundance and not Midgard. Midgarding is for weak men. Weak men. We are not here to fight for women. We are here to battle principalities and authorities. That is what we are here to do. We are here to change the last landscape of this spiritual atmosphere. We are not here to come and mingling with women, and be bidding and be doing their biddings. No, that's not our task, that's not our duties as men. We are soldiers of war. We are not here to come and be dominating any woman. No, that's one thing you must understand. Midgarding is one of those stupid experiences I have seen since I got lean and started to get attractive and to get and pull women's attention. I started to understand, oh, there's something like Midgarding. Midgarding is just a terrible form of men exuding their insecurities, showing off their insecurities. A man who is a full sack, who is operating from the realm of abundance, doesn't even give an F about it. She wants to cheat, she cheats. And if the day she decides to choose you as a man, to stay under your frame, fine. We're not bothered about that. And we don't engage with women who would love to, who have propensity to cheat. Because the moment you discover that, you just disconnect. Because you might meet a woman and she's like all lovely and all that, and while she's staying with you, she's doing other biddings, and the moment you discover that, you disconnect, you let her be. That's how we move. We are not attached to the outcome of things or the outcome of relationships with women. We are not attached to it. That's why a woman can't easily control or can't even control a man who is operating from a place of abundance. You will always win. If you don't meet God, you will always win. In life, you always win in life. Because your energy, your focus is on a different matter. It is on your assignment, not on women. Because the energy you're wasting is guarded. Because it's jealousy. That's what people, jealousy. Like, why should you be jealous? Why should you be jealous? You're jealous because your woman is looking at somebody else. Nah, that's not how we move here. If she's looking at somebody else, she's cheating, or she's doing things that she's engaging herself in infidelity, you disconnect, you let her go. There are many more women that would subject themselves to your frame. One woman should not let you walk a path of disarray. Nah. We choose God, we choose divinity, our purpose to life before anything. Before anything. So a woman should not be a distraction. So you would always have the upper hand the moment you understand that maid's garden is a losing game. That's the fastest way to go to the grave as a man. Fastest way to go to the grave. Because if my girl leaves me now, she decides to leave me, I will not go pursuing after her and probably fighting with the next guy she's now with. No, that's how you kill yourself. That's how you put yourself in trouble. That's how you put yourself in a mess. Let her go and move on with your life. There is more to life. There is more. I'm saying this out of experience. The day my ex-girlfriend left, I was just happy. It was a sigh of relief to me. I was so happy because I knew that there is a lot ahead of me that I have not done, I have not even traded, I have not engaged myself fully with. I was so happy. That's the way you should be. You should not be jealous. You should not be wailing, crying, and feeling bad for your loss. It's okay to feel whatever emotions you will feel at that moment. But after that, move on. Operate from a realm of abundance, and that is how you will pull more women. That's how you pull more women, because it will radiate through the way you move. You walk about in life, you go through life, it will radiate. And the woman who would want to subject herself to your frame will always find you. So that's it, guys. We'll see the next video and we have some more. Just make sure you don't meet God. Try as much as possible to not meet God and live in the realm of abundance. Alright guys, take care and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.